that. So here's my Pan's Labyrinth fairy review. I'll start by saying Pan's Labyrinth is not your typical fairy tale, even if I am showing up dressed as one of the fairies. You go into this movie thinking, oh, whimsical, fantasy, magical creatures, an escape into another world. And then, oh no, sweetheart, this is a story about war, cruelty, and the very thin line between innocence and brutality. I think what makes this film brilliant is that it's not really about whether magic is real or not. It's about how a child processes trauma through imagination. And the fairies, the fawn, the labyrinth, all of it feels like both an escape and a confrontation with the horrors happening outside the fantasy. It's layered, dark, and heartbreaking, but it's also oddly hopeful in the way that it shows resilience. It's gorgeous. The cinematography is drenched in mood. The practical effects are still stunning almost 2 decades later, and the creatures, equal parts beautiful and terrifying. Does this feel heavy? Absolutely. This isn't popcorn fantasy fun. It's the kind of movie that makes you sit with uncomfortable truths. But what I love is how it gives this parallel. The cruelty of humans can be scarier than any monster. And yet, imagination, especially a child's imagination, remains a powerful act of defiance. It's almost a masterpiece. Dark, sad, and beautiful in equal measure. It's the kind of film that will likely stay with you because it's fun, but it dares to remind us that fairy tales were never meant to be all sparkle and happy endings. They were meant to teach us about survival, courage, and the cost of innocence. A 4.5 out of 5. Now, the only reason I wouldn't give it a 5 out of 5 is just because I feel like it was almost too dark. But I feel like that darkness, it has a point, like I said. So, but just in terms of my genre, my preferences when it comes to filmmaking, I give it a 4.5 out of 5. But let me know what you guys think. What would you give this film? I'd love to hear from you.